What's up everybody, Fortexfiend here. Welcome back again to the channel with some more content on SD Gundam G Generation Eternal. So we received 100 Gundam Age SP conversion coins with the release of the content for that particular series. Now in this video, I'm going to be pointing out one particular free SSR from the Gundam Age series that you should really consider using those coins for. And the reason for that is because you want to be able to maximize, especially if you're free to play, what kind of units that you're going to be aiming for to use those coins on. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get started. Now, this is not going to be covering the Gacha SSRs because if you're not pulling on the current banner outside of the tickets, there's a chance that you're probably not going to be pulling one of the new SSRs, and later down the line, those SSRs will be added onto future banners. So I'm only going to be focusing on the free SSRs, either from the Fierce Enemy Assault or from the development tree for Gundam Age. So I'm going to go ahead and filter right over here. And there is one particular unit that I'm going to tell you guys right now that really stands out for the Gundam Age. So we're going to go ahead and go right into development and other, and let's check it out. Okay, so this is going to be our free-to-play units that you could earn for Gundam Age. These are the ones that are not going to be available in the gacha. And the one that stands out that you should be considering to use your coins on is going to be none other than Khronos. This unit is from the development tree. Now, right off the top of the bat, right, if you take a look at what this thing offers, it has Khronos Cannon, which has a range of up to 5, and it has a defense down debuff, which is already great on a support unit. And being that it is range 5, that's already a pretty big range in terms of like where you need to position this unit, so that way you could fire off that debuff and be able to deal as much damage as possible. Not only that, but it does have a range 4 skill, which is its hardest hitting skill, and this one is damage taken up from special weapons, which is also very useful. So that combination on its own is really, really good. And if you take a look at the details right over here in terms of its tags, it has specialized unit and it has lightning fast. While it doesn't have access currently to like some of the more popular limited ships, which is one-shot killer or for example ace unit, specialized unit and lightning fast are still really good tags on their own. And also it is part of Black, Rival, and Alternative, which we do have several eternal rows that you could use this unit in. So why should you use it on this one? Well, first of all, if you take a look at the max upgrade, right, it gets a pretty hefty stat bonus, and it also, keeps that range 5 skill. So this is one of the reasons why this is probably a unit that you could consider using those Gundam Age SP conversion coins on. Now, you don't necessarily have to use it on this unit, but it's probably the best choice. But if you want to take it one step further and really add some quality of life and you have the available SSP conversion coins, take a look at what happens here. Its Khronos Cannon gets a range of up to 6, which is fantastic. Not only that, its remote control system gets a power boost, and it gets access to its SSP skill, which is Khronos Cannon SSP. And take a look at the range of that. Range 6. So if you go all the way into upgrading this particular free unit, it gets access to not one, but 2 6-range supportive skills. One is the defense down 25%, and the other one is the special weapons debuff. That is very good for a free unit. And to put into perspective, right, if we go into the banner right over here, and I go into featured, right, there is a SSR supporter gacha unit that is featured as well, which is the Gundam Age 1 flat. And if you take a look at this one, right, you take a look at the SP conversion, it only has access to 1 range 6. It does get access to a SSP version of that skill, but it's only at range 5. And while, yes, this is a gacha unit, it's probably going to slightly outperform the free one, the Khronos that we just highlighted. The Khronos gets access to 6, and for a free-to-play unit, that's really something that's worth noting. So if you guys are wondering, okay, we got those free SP conversion coins for the specifically Gundam Age units, which one should I be using on? The one that definitely benefits the most, in my opinion, is definitely going to be Khronos. And if you want to take it one step further and you have the available SSP coins and you want to build that roster specifically for Gundam Age, or for example for the tags that you have available to it, which is Rival, Black, specialized unit, Alternative, then this is definitely the unit that I want to recommend for you guys, especially those of you that didn't pull further on the banner outside the tickets. And to put it into practice, I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. So I'm going to go ahead and use the 100 Gundam Age SP conversion coins right over here. And if I do have access to some more SSP, I may consider using it because 2 6-range supportive skills is really, really good in my opinion. I mean, there's not really a lot of units that could do that right now, and we're going to go ahead and level it up. All right, now, again, if you have units that are a favorite, for example, with Gundam Age, like, for example, I think the Zadra is really cool, and I was really tempted to use it on this one, for example, because it just looks really cool. Or, for example, there's other units within that particular series that you like over Khronos, then by all means, you're going to be using it on your favorites. But if you're looking for, like, a more objective, like, which unit benefits the most from SP and SSP conversion, I would definitely go with Khronos. So that's going to be the conclusion in terms of which particular SSR-free unit you should be using your Gundam Age SP conversion coins on. Now, something fun that I do want to do, that I was kind of inspired to do because I like having some fun and kind of messing around with my game, is I'm going to go ahead and SP convert another Gundam Age unit just for the fun, just for the heck of it. And it's going to be the Desperado, guys. Look, I mean, if you take a look at this, you know, I went ahead and limit broke 5 of them, so I'm going to be running a fun team with this particular one, and I'm just going to do the unthinkable and actually use 100 of my SP conversion chips. Yes, I know this might be painful for some of you, but again, I'm having fun with this game, and I want to try to use as many different kind of units, even if they are units that are kind of memey or weak or whatever you want to call it. So we're just going to go ahead and do that, and there you go. All right, guys, well, let me know what you guys think so far about which unit from Gundam Age did you decide to use your SP conversion coins on. Again, did you decide to use it on Khronos? Are you going to be saving it? Are you using it on a different unit? I'd love to know your guys' thoughts and opinions in the comment section. Thank you guys again for watching. Stay tuned for the next video, and stay blessed, everybody.